What's good, my people, man? Y'all know we back with another banger, another reaction. Man, I appreciate all y'all. I'm grateful to everybody who been tapping in, running up, and subbing up, man. If you're new to the channel, please like, comment, subscribe. Hit that bell so you always notified whenever we make an upload. Apologize. Gotta get all my words right. Fresh off work, man. Today, what's today? Wednesday? Yeah, today Wednesday. Y'all gonna get this on Saturday or Sunday. One of those days. I drop back to back. But with no further ado, man, we're gonna get right into it. Hit that bell so you always notified, man. Like I said, make sure your post notifications is on. So let's get right into it, y'all.
Everybody that's trying to monetize that birth certificate bond, first you're going to need your QSIP number. So let's locate the QSIP number and find out how much the bond is worth. First, you're going to need to go to fidelity.com and sign in. Once you get there, you're going to hit like the little 3 bars up there on the side. After you hit that, you're going to go to news and research. After entering that news and research tab, you're going to hit quotes, which will bring you to a page that looks like this. So you're going to go right here where it says enter symbol or company name. You're looking for your stock symbol in order to locate your QSIP number. So you're going to enter your birth certificate number right there. That might bring you to a page that looks like this. Enter it again inside of there. Okay, so there it goes. That's the stock symbol right there. That is the birth certificate number that I used. I blocked it out, so I'm not just putting information out like that. Now that we got the stock symbol, we're going to go ahead over to the Fund Finder. We're going to enter the stock symbol into the Fund Finder. As you can see, I'm using the same stock symbol, and that's the same name and stuff that was on there. Same information. So all of that will bring you to a page that looks like that. Now, as you can see, the QSIP number is over there. This is how much the bond is on there for. That 22.77 is 22 million. That's how much it's worth. So I zoomed in a little bit so you can see that the QSIP number is right there. The QSIP number is going to be on the right side of the page. This is the birth certificate that I used to locate the bond. And as you can see, those are the same numbers that I used on Fidelity. You see the 676 at the end. Oh, and throughout the years, they made $50 billion off of that one bond alone.
U.S. ain't a corporation? Who said it ain't?
Story time on when my sister fed our family her discharge. So this takes place a year ago at Thanksgiving. My sister, she's 22, and our mother's usually cooking every single year. And last year, like the year in particular, she was like, "I'm not cooking anymore. You're grown, so I'm gonna put it up to you." So my sister was furious at it. She did not want the concept of cooking at all. She barely knew how to cook, so we were kind of worried on how she was gonna be able to do it. So she had got our uncle to like mentor her, and she's basically telling that our uncle was giving her like extra sausage chips, and we do not know what that means, but like we let him go in the kitchen with her to give her like tips on how to cook, and she came back limping, so I don't know what that's about. But yeah, she ended up cooking mac and cheese, and she burned the turkey, and it kind of exploded the oven, and it caught it on fire. So our grandma kind of burned alive in the kitchen, but it's okay because we still have mac and cheese, collard greens, cornbread, you know, the basics. Since we didn't have a turkey, we just got some salami from Walmart because all the turkeys were like, you know, sold out. So we noticed there was like extra like white stuff in the mac and cheese, and she was like, "Yeah, I made a special ingredient in this mac and cheese." We were all so confused because it looked like cheddar cheese, but we don't know what that white stuff was. So we had ate it, and it tasted very bittery and disgusting. So eventually we couldn't eat the mac and cheese anymore, and part of our family started throwing up. And then eventually we were like, "What did you put in this?" And she was like, "Well, since we're all connected as a family, I decided to put mine in the mac and cheese." We all freaked the fuck out because we got so scared because she had like 7 STDs from her boyfriend, which she found out was our cousin. So we were like, "Oh my goodness, are we gonna get sick or what's gonna happen?" So long story short, after she told us that she put her discharge in her mac and cheese, our dad shot her to death, and now he's serving 45 to life in the state penitentiary. But it's good to know that in the prison he's not eating somebody's discharge for Thanksgiving. Love and joy.
That had to be a joke. when he first started talking about it, I didn't realize what he said, and then it clicked, and then I read the screen. I'm like, huh? But then he kind of was throwing little jokes in there. The grandmother burned alive in the kitchen. Sausage tips, something like that. Coming back limping. But the part with I think he said 7 STDs and she got it from her boyfriend, which was the cousin. I was like, okay, that's enough. It hit its climax. And then when it was like, oh, my dad did A, B, and C, and at least he know he now ain't got to eat that again. Like, bro, what is going on with the family? The dad crazy. I would have caught a case too, but not if it was my daughter or a child or nothing. The dad crazy. The son seemed like he kind of crazy because he got a crazy sense of humor. He's kind of laughing about it, thinking it's kind of funny here and there. Then we got the daughter, you know, she out of there. The cousin or the uncle, the cousin, which is the boyfriend, and then you got the uncle. Like, I think he said the uncle. Like, bro, this whole family wild. Y'all drop in the comments if you believe that one, because if that one's real, drop it in the comments. Let me know where to look, because I'm gonna be on Google all night with that one. I'm gonna be on Google all night with that one. I need to see if that's real.
Anyone get through the haunted house, they give you 20 grand.
But no one's ever won the money yet because, like, literally every single person's always tapped out before they even, like, make it.
You don't want to do this. I quit right away.
But why are we doing this? There's probably obviously some, like, red flags we see why we want to infiltrate this. I mean, we found out that McKamey Manor might not be just a normal haunted house. There's accusations of it being a straight-up torture house.
Some people are calling one Tennessee Halloween attraction a, quote, torture chamber.
Thousands have signed a petition to shut down McKamey Manor in Summertown, Tennessee.
Says you agreed to being shot, submerged in water, slapped, tied up, shaved, or even getting unwanted dental work.
To this day, I still feel inside of me that I'm still being tortured. I hope that I will recover from it inside of me and in my soul. I don't think I ever will, unless I see Russ McKamey in prison for the rest of his life.
Russ McKamey is the guy who created it. The manor's after his last name, McKamey. It's McKamey Manor. And he videotapes every single person that goes through.
I know on your YouTube stuff, you do some investigative work and this and that. Are you trying to do that with the manor? Are you trying to, get dirt on the manor? Are you trying to do some kind of a investigative deal on McKamey Manor?
So no.
Bam! That was a close call. But luckily Ben's really good at talking his way out of things, so we're good. For now at least. I hope so.
To my Tennessee people, have y'all heard of McKamey Manor? It's the first time I'm ever hearing about it, but somebody said they got tortured, right? And they got shaved. Let me go up into a haunted house and I come out with one of my locks missing. And I know they didn't shave it. Bruh. Oh, it's going up. That's all I'm about to say. We blowing the whole place down. The whole place getting blown down. Like, yeah. But I'm not going to nothing like that anyway. I've been to one haunted house. It was cool, but it was nothing where you got to sign a waiver and they putting their hands on you or nothing like that. But we did have to sign a waiver, but it wasn't like they putting their hands on us. When you go to a place like that, I feel like that's doing way too much, and that's a red flag if you got to sign a waiver. You shouldn't have to sign a waiver to go into a haunted house. You should just get scared. You should just be able to go in and get scared for the thrill of it, make it back home safe, and go further. But when you got people torturing, I feel like them is evil people already. They just using that as an excuse.
So has Diddy been using Young Miami to hide the truth about himself? So he is.
We date. We dating. We go have dates. We friends. We go to exotic locations. We have great times. We go to strip clubs. Church.
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 People have
been talking about how weird it is that Diddy never claims Miami, and it looks like we finally have the answer. Miami's bestie JT might have just spilled some juicy tea about how Diddy is allegedly using Miami to hide his sexuality. And y'all won't believe the wild things she had to say. Is Miami actually a beard? Okay, so it looks like the city growls are up because Young Miami just proved once again that she has zero plans to let go of Diddy because she is back messing around with Diddy, and it looks like things are starting to heat up again. Now, I don't think anyone is very surprised at this point because we all know that Miami is probably never going to leave Diddy unless he kicks her away from him. And according to Miami's BFF JT, Diddy is probably just as unlikely to kick Miami away because word on the streets is that he is using her as his beard. So for those of you who don't know what a beard is, it is simply meaning that Diddy is using Miami as a cover for his sexuality, allegedly. There have been speculations for more than 20 years now that Diddy is gay, and so many people have spoken out about this, and it's kind of hard not to believe the rumors. I mean, the rumors go way back to the 90s when Wendy Williams spilled the tea on him. He got so mad that he tried to get her fired.
There was a radio personality once upon a time. Her name was Wendy Williams, and she was practically burned at the stake for talking about such. And now it's all come full circle.
Why is he trying to hide it though? I know y'all got reasons, but
did you see what happened to Maui, bro? The volcano or bro, there was a giant fire that burnt down the whole countryside. They said what happened was there was a hurricane that came in, and then there was a forest fire that started. It became like a firestorm. I feel like the wind would help put out the fire. That's what I'm thinking in my head, right? But now peep this. I heard that Maui has the world's biggest alarm system for like that. None of them went off. Oh, sus. None of them went off. There was a picture going around of a literal laser beam that's shooting at the ground, but they debunked it and said it was like a rocket ship that went up. But also what they're saying is that we have evolved into a different type of warfare that we are not really accustomed to. Think about it. The derailing in Ohio with that chemical thing, all the food plants that have been blown up in Texas, they just random factories just been exploding for no reason. I feel like it's all connected in some way, bro. I don't know if you heard about it. China is, within 6 years, they're going to be unsustainable for the population. Too many people. That's why they're going to force a war somehow. Because war creates economy. And we're also in a recession. Every time we have a recession, we go to war. Early 2000s. Iraq.
Again, with the Diddy situation, if we in 2023 and that type of stuff is okay, it's not frowned upon anymore, why would he have to hide it? I mean, I know some people are going to say, well, he probably has to hide it because it's going to tarnish his image. Will it? They just canceled the baby for saying, things not just Diddy, but the LGBTQ community, they just canceled the baby. They so powerful, why wouldn't they welcome him in with open arms? So would it tarnish his legacy? I mean, I'm sure somebody's gonna disagree. I'm not disagreeing. I'm not agreeing. I'm just asking a question, starting a conversation. I'm curious, and I want somebody to answer that one for me, because I'm yeah, if I was him, why I gotta hide it? I mean, well, I'm the type of person, I ain't gotta hide. I don't feel like I gotta hide too much of nothing. If it's something, I'm gonna say it or I'm gonna let it be known. I'm not gonna hide it because that's living my life weird. But yeah, why he gotta hide it though? I mean, it ain't gonna tarnish his image, and I don't think it's gonna tarnish people that he work with because he got so much money. Money is power in that industry. And yeah, I mean, I don't know. Some people gonna say otherwise, but like I said, I've been in the music industry, so I know how things work that way. That's my ground. That's my stomping ground. I know about how that stuff works. But I don't know. Somebody let me know. Somebody let me know. And as far as the Maui situation, that thing striking down like that idea they debunked, I agree. I think that they debunked that idea because they know they got caught slipping. And yeah, war probably is coming because we're in the middle of a recession. But what if we get a World War III? I don't think none of us want that.
I've seen alligators on jars. I've seen pencil sharpener. This is a pencil sharpener or a pencil holder with a black head of a baby sitting out in its mouth. I didn't pay any attention. I have been collecting for quite a few years, and I have the posters and things like that about different things. And then one day, I was down in Florida. I'd gone down with my wife, and I took a trip for myself off to the Wild Blue Yonder, going out to hunt artifacts. And in my quest to hunt artifacts, I came upon a pawn shop in Sanford, Florida. In the pawn shop was a gentleman who owned it. They went and got him and told him I was there and I wanted to buy some of the shackles he had hanging around the walls. I asked him, could I buy them? He said no, he didn't want to sell anything. He just wanted me to see it. Then we began to talk. And I asked him, I said, look, please let me buy something. I got to take something from here. He says, no. He says, I don't want to sell anything. He said, but I'm going to the back and I'll sit down. Meanwhile, he came out and came back out and began to talk to me. He said, he said, you probably don't know this. He said, but years ago, he said, my grandfather, before he died, told me of the things they would do. He said he would go down. He said his grandfather said they would go down and they would take babies with them. I said, what do you mean babies? He says, well, let me tell you. He said the slaves who had babies, they would steal the babies during the course of the day, sometimes when the mothers weren't washing. I said, what do you mean babies? I said, you mean babies like 5 or 6 years old? He says, no. These babies, some would be infants, some would be a year old. He said some would be toddlers. He said they would grab these children and take them down to the swamp and leave them in pens like little chicken coops. Then they go down there at night, take these babies and tie them up because they hunted the big bull alligators. These big bull alligators were not raised on farms. They were in the wild. These alligators would weigh 600, 700, 800 pounds. Those are the ones they wanted. They would skin them, make the wallets, get the meat, do different things with them. He said, but what they were doing was tie them up, put a rope around their neck and around their torso, around here, and tie it tight. He said the baby, I said, well, what would the babies be doing? He said, well, my grandfather said they'd be screaming. He said, what would you do? He said, just let them scream. He said, what they would do, it would help them to chum the water. He said, when they would throw the babies in, tied to this rope, he said, in a matter of minutes, he said, the alligators would want them. He said the alligators would clamp his jaws on that child. As a matter of fact, once he clamped on him, he was really swallowed. You couldn't see anything but the rope. And we would pull the alligator in and tie his nose and hit him in the head with an axe, a pickaxe. He said we would then drag him to the shore. We'd drag him to the shore and leave him lay, and we would do it again maybe 2 or 3 times a night. I said, so what do you mean? He said, well, yeah, they were taking these babies and killing them for alligator bait. I said, so all these things I've been collecting are really, really something that I can really talk about and say the other truth. By what you say, he said, I'm telling you, he said, nobody wants to talk about it. He said, I'm only telling you because you're here. I may never hear from you again. He said, but these things actually depict the acts that they did to slave babies back in the Bayou country and down south. They did this. They hunted alligators with these babies. That's why they call alligator bait.
I wouldn't be surprised, man. I wouldn't be surprised.
If you look it up, you'll see that miners, while looking for gold in Los Angeles, they came across underground cities with reptilians and secret passageways and everything. And this goes back, almost 100 years ago, people. This is in your face 24/7.
I'm gonna be honest with y'all. When we be looking at these type of videos, my people be like, bro, you crazy for putting this information out there. And you know what? I've been told that my whole life, bro. You crazy. So this time we're gonna go ahead and use this crazy for a positive reason. What y'all think? Is it some underground bases in LA? I heard they all over the world. I heard they all over the world. I heard there's different ways to get up in there too. I don't know. Do my research, and then when I figure it out, I'm gonna go ahead and drop it to y'all. But I do think though, I don't know, maybe, but it's just weird because it's like if they got their own city, then why they be up here with us? No, well, we know why. They up here eating. They trying to get their food, but yeah, they want their cake and they want to eat it too, man. Stay where you supposed to be at. Like, we gotta have a better, we gotta we gotta come together and figure out how we can weed these people out and see where they at, and we can see them just how they know who we are, and we human or not from the jump. We need to be able to see them from the jump. And I know it's gonna be hard because they be shape shifting. Like if y'all seen X-Men, they probably be looking like Mystique. But I mean, man, we need to figure this out, because I don't like the fact that they be up under us and around us and we don't know who they are until they decide to show. But like I said, they gonna know who we are from the get-go. Like, yeah, I don't feel comfortable with that. And I know a lot of us in this community don't feel comfortable with that. But yeah, we need to come together on that idea. We need to figure out how we're gonna start pinpointing these people. And I mean pinpoint them correctly, because we don't want to be mistaken identity nobody. Like, we need to start figuring out who these people is. See, look, the solar storm might cause EMP.
Are a black race. They look like African Americans.
Let him cook. Let him cook.
When it touched the ground, it created an earthquake like about a 3.5 swirl. It terrified everybody in the area. The back of this craft opened up, and several hundred young men with huge, heavy weapons came out of two sides of the ship and formed a protection line around the ship. And the people at that Air Force base, the commander, had a meeting with the individuals that were aboard this ship. And this particular race that landed those ships and that are seen in these huge cigar-shaped ships, they are a black race. They look like African Americans. They were about 6'4", 6'5". These tight-fitting black leather outfits on, and the weapons that they came out of the ships with, they were huge.
Okay. I've seen that clip before, right? And then when I first seen it, I was like, hey man, hold on. They coming back to help us. But if they was coming back to help us, I think they might have already did that. Because I'm still trying to figure out, like, yeah, there was times we was growing up and we was like, man, the whole world got it out for us. And when we say us, we mean us. If you don't look like us, we didn't feel like you. We felt like they was going, yeah, that's how we felt. Can't nobody knock us on how we feel. And that was certain scenarios. We go into a store, we got looked at a certain way. We dress a certain way, somebody's automatically judging and discriminating. I still get discriminated. I get discriminated at work. I got locks and tattoos all over, and people be looking at me like I'm not supposed to be able to do my job that I could do. Or what are you here for? Are you here for this? And it's always the lowest on the totem pole. And they be like, nah, bro, that's not what I do. But that's neither here nor there. But it's just like, yeah, when we see stuff like that, it's like, yeah, the movie Black Panther, that was like inspiration to our community. It was, cause we don't really get that type of stuff, bro. So yeah, I don't know. I just feel like I would have thought they would have came back and helped us, but like that, it still ain't happening. We still fighting the same war. Trayvon Martin still got gunned down. Mike Brown still ain't here. Eric Garner's still gone. George Floyd's still gone. You know, so he's still going through these situations. So it's like, they was really coming to help us. I think they would have came and helped us. But it's time for, I'm speaking to my community. It's time for us to help ourselves. And I know they hate to hear that. I know we hate to hear that. But yeah, it's time for us to help ourselves. But, and when I first seen that clip, I was hyped. Like, oh, we getting some saviors. They gonna come help us. The elites is done for. But then I'm sitting back. I'm like, maybe they not. But in the meantime, we need to help ourselves. And when I say that, and I say we, I'm saying everybody. You could be the color green. You be part of this crew. You be part of this crew, this community. Like, yeah, we need to help ourselves as the human race. That's what I'm referring to. Cause I don't need nobody talking about, I don't care, you talking about this, you're talking about that. No, I'm talking about everybody, every culture, every ethnicity. But at first I was talking to my people. That was a message to my people. But the overall message is to everybody. So don't come at me in the comments, cause I ain't responding. Y'all let me know if y'all believe that. She don't have to tell me to open the door. That's common sense. That's common sense. If it's dark out there, bro, and we can't even see, why are you looking out there? We're gonna probably look once. Make sure, like, hey, bro, what's going on up out there? They're gonna look once. If it's dark, we ain't looking again. And for two, we don't open the door now for people we don't know. If you didn't call the crib and say, oh, I'm pulling up, that door ain't gonna get open. I'm telling you now, that's a rule. Everybody in the crib know that. But it's just like, yeah, but some people don't operate like that. I've grown up to a point where we've been through enough situations to where that's what you got. That's how you got to move. Overall, though, 3 days of darkness, to see y'all in the comments. Let me know what y'all think. Do I think that's coming? Only if it's an EMP attack. That's the only way I see that coming. But I already told y'all, I think it's going to start off with blue beam. It's going to be an EMP after that. And then they're going to force us to have to go into their hands. I don't see it no other way. I don't see it no other way. But, I mean, if y'all believe that, she might be telling half the story. Like I said, I think it's the whole story I just said. And then we're going to go into the 3 days of darkness. And it might be longer. Who knows? But y'all let me know what y'all think. But I ain't opening no door. And she need to tell me that. I already knew. That was basic instructions. Like basic, yeah.
Scientists discovered
Come on.
a new species lurking in the depths of the Southern Ocean. This is the Antarctic strawberry feather star. Weird looking thing, isn't it? Researchers describe it as pretty large, with 20 arms branching off of its strawberry-like body. Lives in waters 200 to 3,000 feet deep. Scientists published their findings in the Invertebrate Systematics Journal, which is great reading, by the way, if you get some downtime. They say that they have been on several research expeditions since 2008. What a weird-looking thing that is.
Ain't no new species. They let that go in Southern California. Experiment.
Teach you a very valuable lesson this weekend. You can be 100% sovereign, or you can be 100% a slave. If you think you're sovereign and you're somewhere on this line, you're making a claim that you ain't. When you haven't done the steps necessary, those are the guys you see on YouTube. They're screaming that they're sovereign, and not one of them sent an affidavit of repudiation to the Secretary of State and got their passport to reflect that status. I guarantee it. Because people who do, they don't want in court. Because they have limited diplomatic immunity as per the Geneva Convention, they don't want me in the courtroom. It said, don't bring him in here. He costs us too much money. So I built my public service, so sometimes I have to go to Washington State. Every time I go to Washington State, I get pulled over. I offer them my passport. I give them the way out. This is their ticket out. This is the ticket that doesn't cost them a thing. Can I have your driver's license, proof of insurance, and registration, please? I said, is this my opportunity to teach? I said, you know, in the RCW, I have every right to travel and hand you a passport, and I don't need a driver's license. And he said, I want it anyway. Well, that's a little bit of a mistake for him, because it just cost him 10 grand.
Message to the people. I'm about to spread that one like wildfire. Like, hey, bro, you got your passport? All right, cool. Look, check this out. Let them blurp you. Once they blurp you, and he say you don't got your license on you, man, give him that passport. And then when you get him that passport, bro, if he say he don't want that, he want that license, bro, I'm gonna send him this video. I'm gonna send that video to everybody, bro. I'm telling you, like, that's so much game. That one and the very first one. Ain't it? Yeah, the very first one when she talking about the CUSIP number. I'm telling you, I'm about to start dropping little gems up in these videos, man. I'm gonna make sure I start trying to get these ones that got the most game, that'll help you build your pockets up before they, hit you with this digital currency. I'm just saying. I'm just playing about digital currency.
So check out this, you guys. A phenomenon occurred in Istanbul, Turkey, where a 7-kilometer thick black cloud had passed over the land. Now, this, I might add, was unprecedented to my Turkish beloveds. They had before then have never seen anything the like. And as you can imagine, it had freaked out a great number of people. But I can tell all who are hearing me for a certainty that Yah is yet again showing signs of the soon coming 3 days of darkness that will cover the entire earth. And if you're not ignorant of the words of God, you'd recognize that this headline appears as if it's coming straight out of the book of Amos, verses 9. Where it is written, and where the Lord says, in that day, speaking of the beginning, the very start of the 3 days of darkness, I will cause the sun to go down at noon, and I will darken the earth in broad daylight. Beloveds, I'm telling you all the truth. Do not take these occurrences lightly, because they are clear warning signs from the Lord, and many other events like it will occur in other places around the world. Even that caused by the smoke from the Canadian fires is also a sign of these coming 3 days of darkness. And so you can expect more of these events to occur, whether it be caused by volcanoes or smoke from a fire or some unnatural phenomena. Just know that they are all signs that are leading up to the 3 days of darkness. Now, in the words of God, Yah says that he will cover the sun with a cloud. And this particular cloud that the Lord is speaking of, I believe, will be a cosmic dust cloud. Because I'm telling you the truth, one of the many reasons why they're continuously spraying the skies is to also hide a ginormous dark nebula, a giant dust cloud that we're currently heading right into. Yes, beloveds, this is for a fact. And in a couple of days, I'm going to upload a video so that you guys can see it for yourselves. This coming dark nebula, or dust cloud, is many, many times bigger than the Earth. And once we enter into it, it's going to cause the Earth to plunge into absolute blackness. That is total darkness, beloveds. So I hope that you guys are watching, as we've all been commanded to by the Lord, and that you do some research for yourselves to confirm everything that I've told you. Now, this is all I'm going to share at this time concerning this matter. The Lord and King Yahushua bless and keep you all. Love from your brother in Christ.
Oh my God. Oh no. Oh no. She's still going. She's still going. Stop long. Oh my God. Yo.
Do anybody know what happened to her? I don't know what happened to her. I don't know. I think I got a real good guess though. Maybe I'm wrong. Somebody let me know, cause ain't nobody walking in the back of Area 51 like that, and they free or they living still. Like, they probably give you a warning before they had to put you down, but she might even be an experiment down here. She might even be an experiment. She might have grown 4 different legs now. I'm just saying, I'm not, I shouldn't be wishing that on nobody, but I mean, I'm just saying, if you that bold to do that by yourself, you bold to do whatever comes along with the rest of that. But man, if y'all enjoyed the rest of these, if y'all enjoyed these videos today, man, go ahead and drop a like. Go ahead and comment more what you want to see. Drop some feedback. Man, hit that bell so you're always notified, man. Make sure your post notifications is always turned on, because you know we drop at least a couple times a week. And with no further ado, I'm going to let y'all get up out of here, man. It was a kind of a long one. I'll see y'all in the next one, man. We go.